And welcome back. I'm your host, Dr. Bob Lee. And today we have a special guest joining us. He's an author, an entrepreneur, and innovator in the world of artificial intelligence. Everybody's talking about it. AI. Should I jump in? Should I back off? Or how deep should I go? He's on a mission to bring digital empowerment to our seniors, so please, and to you too. And so please welcome to the show, Mr. Henry Collins.
Pleasure.
How are you? Welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here.
Give us a little background on you, because you've been doing some things for a while. First of all, a lot of this stuff is brand new.
Right.
And we've been around before the stuff came out, even the cell phone. You know, there was something called a...
Oh, yeah.
We were texting like this.
Oh, I go back even further.
You go back there? You had a beeper?
I go back to vacuum tube TVs.
Vacuum? And telephone booths.
That's right.
Some people don't know what telephone booths are.
That's
some
right.
people.
That's right. But I've always been interested in tech, even when I was young. And as I mentioned, you know, we had our first TV, and when they would go on the blitz, right, I would go in the back, take the back off. And because we had a service tech.
You were techie like that? You would take the back off and get involved?
I watched the technician when he first repaired our TV, and he started taking tubes out. So I said, "Well,
this one goes to this, or this one goes to that."
And I said, "I could do that," you know. So I've always been, from that point on, interested in technology, and I think I got my first break when I got a job at Panasonic.
Yeah.
I was in their corporate communications, writing brochures on their products.
Before you go a little deeper, you know, we just mentioned tubes and stuff, but a lot of people watching say, "What the heck is a tube?"
Oh,
just touch that briefly,
okay.
Then you go back. Don't let me forget what you were just getting ready to say.
We're going back like generations. You know, the first TVs had vacuum tubes. You would plug them in sockets, and they did the same job as transistors today.
Right.
Okay. So we advanced from vacuum tubes to transistors.
Big tubes like that to little tiny
Right.
transistors.
And the thing that's funny about that, because back in the day, drugstores had tube testers where you can actually take.
Wow.
That's how I would fix the TV. I would go down to the drugstore, put the.
And if it didn't light up?
If it didn't light up, it was no
It
good.
was like a bulb. If the bulb didn't light up,
Right, and then you
it had the filament and everything in it?
That's right. And then they would sell you the good tube, and you would plug it in, and you're good to go. So, but we advanced way past that point now.
So you were getting ready to say that you were working with an organization?
Oh, with Panasonic.
Panasonic.
Because I was a copywriter, and I got my break in consumer electronics working for Panasonic. That was when they were in the Pan Am building. And then they moved from the Pan Am building to Secaucus. And I was like commuting from the Bronx. And there's no way I was going to commute from the Bronx to Secaucus, New Jersey.
Were you there when a helicopter tried to land on top there?
Oh, yeah. That was during that
was a while
time.
ago.
Oh, yeah. So I bounced around from different agencies. I worked from like Sansui, Sony, Fuji Tape. You know, I was writing for a lot of these companies, you know. And my big break came when I got a job in Japan to work on the Pioneer Electronics account, and also NEC and Seiko Watch.
Yeah, wow.
And that was back in 79.
You back there.
I was back in 79, before computers.
Yeah.
But NEC had desktop computers at that time. They were business computers. So I had a chance to see early on the birth of the desktop computer revolution. So when I came back to the States, the first thing I did was buy a computer, because I knew that was like the thing. But they didn't have any desktop computers for consumers. So the only one I was able to buy was made by Digital Equipment Corporation, and it was made for businesses. It wasn't made for consumers.
Right.
I think I paid $10,000 for this thing.
Well, that's all those people, all the space stuff, like Velcro and all that stuff was up there first.
Right.
GPS.
Exactly.
They used it first before they said, "Hey, let's kick this out to the consumers."
So that kind of like got me to pivot into writing articles. I did some reviews for magazines on a lot of equipment, and but then I fell off because I didn't see anything really exciting anymore. You know, it was like, because I came from, I was like a Trekkie. I said, when computers can do what's being done on Star Trek, then I'll get excited.
Yeah.
Well, that time has come.
Well, it has come. And remember the old cartoons? Dick Tracy calling Go Gomez.
That's right. The wristwatch radio.
Now they have the watch.
That's right.
Yeah, you can
That's
communicate with your watch now.
Exactly.
And that was a cartoon that came out a while ago. I mean, I don't remember it, but I.
Yeah, right. So when the AI came out, I jumped all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got, I totally submerged myself in the technology. And
AI is brand new for a lot of people right now, but when did it come out for you? It's been out for a while. People have been using it.
I would
But
say
government,
for
basically.
me personally, about in a big way, about 2 years ago. When ChatGPT came out. I mean, AI was, it was in the developmental stages, right? But when ChatGPT broke out, that's when everybody, you start to hear about AI, and that's when I jumped on it.
Right.
And so, as a senior myself, I realized that a lot of seniors, are faced with this digital divide. Like you'll see seniors go into places like McDonald's, and now they have the automated kiosk, and they'll stand there, like how do I place an order?
Yeah.
So, and as this technology continues to grow, this divide is going to get bigger. Seniors came up in an age where everything was person to person. Now everything is person to machine, person to technology.
Well,
You call a company, you get an automated bot.
you get an AI person, right?
So this article, this goes back to the article, that was my first computer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I see today that a lot of seniors have this real need to try to learn this technology, at least develop, fundamental skills, so that they can move forward in society.
So you want to teach seniors how to, I mean, I have voice activation, seniors can say, hey, I want this, I want that. And all that other stuff is going to come into play as AI gets deeper and deeper into what its capabilities are. You don't know how far that thing can go. People have sort of bots in their homes doing things for them. Yeah. Alexa.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, Echo, yeah.
So now AI is now in Alexa. So now before, Alexa was limited to just basic skills, but now you can use Alexa as your AI, your personal AI.
Yeah.
It can answer questions and things like that. So, but
It's going to build itself some legs and arms and start cooking you breakfast and everything.
So the real challenge, I think, for society, at least in this country, is to recognize that seniors are being alienated from this technology. And unless there's some kind of program, it's an outreach program, so to speak, to help them become comfortable with this technology, we're going to have a serious problem.
Are you coming up with that program?
Well, TSS, I call it Tech Savvy Seniors. We did a seminar program already in conjunction with Oak Street Health.
Yeah.
And well, actually, I'm a patient there at Oak Street. So, and they heard about the book. So I said, hey, would you guys be interested in doing a seminar for your seniors? They said, oh yeah, sure. So we did one. The first one was on August 29th, just last month. It was very well received, and we have a few more scheduled, and we're trying to expand it to senior centers. But I'm just one person, okay? So I recognized early on that for this thing to grow legs, I'm going to have more people involved.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that is to train seniors to go out in their neighborhoods to train other seniors. And that's the goal of TSS Foundation. It's a nonprofit that I'm starting to get this thing to go national.
I can see that. I mean, there was a time where seniors used to go around and get, how in some neighborhoods they have the checkerboard thing, or chessboard.
Right.
And they used to go around and teach kids how to play chess and different play. I can see that happening like that too. and I see you teaching.
Oh yeah, that was our seminar there. That was the first seminar at Oak Street, and there I'm explaining what AI is, you know, because they kept saying, "What's AI? What's AI?
Yeah.
You know, how did it get started? You know," and they had a lot of questions. They had a lot of questions, you know, and
Did they ask how they can benefit from
Oh,
it,
yeah,
or
yeah.
what both sides of it? Is it bad? Is it good? It can be good. It can be both.
Yes, unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah.
And their biggest concern was scams, you know, like a lot of digital fraud and scams, because now this technology is at a point where you can really take advantage of scams and taking advantage of seniors who don't realize that, oh, this is not a real video. This is not real.
Yeah.
And in fact, I won't just say seniors. A lot
People
of
in
people
general,
are being
yes.
duped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So our next seminar, one request was made. Tell us about smartphones. How can we use our smartphones? How can we get the most out of our smartphones?
Yeah.
People don't realize these things are like really powerful,
They are.
extremely
And
powerful.
It came from, you know, when I started broadcasting, they wanted me to go into the neighborhoods and call back when when an event took place or something was happening. We had something called the WBLS On Time program, and we used to go to different schools throughout the tri-state area, and we'd use the telephone booth. Now, you mentioned a telephone booth today. So the kids said, "What the hell is that?"
If you could find one.
Yeah, if you could find one. And would you want to use it if you could find one?
There you go.
Because you had to wipe it down
That's
and
right,
do some
that's
things.
right, that's right.
So I remember broadcasting from Kennedy High School early in the morning in a snowstorm, and the kids, we had 100% attendance. Everybody came out in a snowstorm because, you know, we pulled up with these WBLS vans with the music
remember
going
that.
and everything. Yeah. And what happened was Ken Webb had a contest that he was doing, so he told me to hold on. But remember, I put some money in that telephone booth.
Oh my goodness.
So when it was time to go on, the whole crowd went crazy, and you know, we always have a few students on talking about what they want to do when they
I remember that,
graduate.
yeah.
And then we have a principal of the school come on and talk about what their school is known for and why parents should send kids to that particular school. And then in the middle of that, the operator pops in and says, "I'm sorry, please deposit 10 cents for the next 5 minutes or your call will be interrupted. Thank you, this is a recording." And that's exactly what they said. And from there, I was brought up to the 22nd floor of WBLS. That's where Percy Sutton and Howard Jackson. And they opened up this, it was like a briefcase. There was a phone in there. There was two different types. You could use this one in the briefcase, or you could use this brick. It had like a huge
Brick.
battery on it.
That's
with
right,
a
that's
telephone on top.
Yeah, I had one of those.
Yeah. And that was like 3 watts.
Right.
That was 3 watts because it had to try to reach a cell site,
Exactly.
which you couldn't find anywhere
Exactly,
around.
exactly.
And you had a lot of drops. But we came from that to this, the smartphone.
And I think the biggest problem is the jump between, let's say, vacuum tubes to transistors was gradual.
Yes.
So people had time to get acclimated. You know, like, okay, you had your rotary phone, and then you had the brick.
Yeah.
You know, but it was in stages. But now with AI, it's like it has blast onto the scene. So the learning curve is steep for many people.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of time to become acclimated to it, you know. So unless you're being taught this technology, it can seem overwhelming. And that's the goal of our seminars. It's an 8-part seminar series where we break it down in stages. We cover different topics so that they can become better equipped to handle things like scams, online fraud, things like that,
Yeah.
online safety, identity protection, topics that seniors really need to get a handle on to protect themselves.
That's during the seminar. Steve, put the book up again. We have this book. There it is right there. Give us a quick synopsis of what's in this book and what it's all about.
Well, I wrote the book primarily for businesses, but it also has enough content for anyone that's looking to probe into AI. Because I thought that maybe the people that would be most interested initially would be businesses,
Yeah.
you know. So, but the book itself does cover topics that even anyone looking to improve their personal productivity through AI can benefit from.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a journey. It took. It was funny because I wanted to publish. I think it was in 25 in January. No. In September 2025. But by the time I wrote the book, the technology had changed. So I had
And it's going to keep changing. We're going to have that problem for a while now.
And I knew that going in. In
Yeah.
fact, in the introduction, I said, I'm not trying to give you a comprehensive overview of technology of AI. I want to give you foundational skills in AI.
Yeah.
And from that, even as new advances come on, people can make the transition. You know.
But they're gonna do that because each time something new comes on, you have to pay for that and you pay for this. Like we brought, I still DJ. I have a console.
Oh, okay.
I got the latest stuff in it, but
Pioneer.
yeah, it's fine. But the new stuff there's already a new one that just came out. So there's always something, and there's always a new format that you have to use that they want you to upgrade to.
And I think that's the biggest challenge right now because the advances are coming so quickly, and so many products coming out every week. It's really difficult to stay on top of it, you know. And so one of the things I try to encourage people, is like just learn the basics.
Learn the basics.
Let's learn the basics, and then you decide.
Learn how to walk, and then you'll be able to add some content to that walk.
Right.
Add a little swagger, or
Because I
swag.
have like about 10 different subscriptions to different AI platforms, and it's like, I said, I can't keep doing this. Every week I'm subscribing to another platform.
Yeah.
Just to learn
They
it.
got their hands in your pocket.
So, but there's going to be a shakeout in the industry.
So you have the seminars going on. You're
Yes.
going around. That's the outreach. You're going around
That's
teaching
correct.
people all over the place through Tech Savvy Seniors.
That's correct.
Yeah. What's your next stop?
Well,
We're going to let everybody know what we're doing here.
I think the magazine. I don't know if they showed. This is a platform. That's
Steve, you got this one up there? Yeah. There's some of it right there. See?
Yeah, we want to. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so the magazine. Okay, on the left is the brochure for the Tech Savvy Seniors seminars, and the magazine is a venture that we're doing right now because we want to be able to have them something that they can read and touch and feel. It's going to have content that they can read and help advance their knowledge of the technology. And also, too, there'll be articles on,
Ooh, I like that. You got the scam. People need to know about the scams because the scams are out there.
That's not the whole magazine. That's just like the promotional copy. Yeah.
Promotional copy.
Right.
Just a touch. But people should even if you're not in business, you should pick this up.
Yeah.
And check it out. Barnes and Noble?
On Amazon.
Amazon?
Right.
Go to Amazon.
And if they go to the website, they can access it through, there's a link that'll take them directly to Amazon.
What's the website?
AI 4 CEOs.com.
AI4
CEOs.com.
with an S?
Yes.
.com.
Right.
All right. Well, check that out.
And the AI, the URL for the Tech Savvy Seniors is AI Tech AI.
We'll put it all on this website right here where they can go get all of that stuff.
Well, actually, it is too because the book is separate. From,
Okay.
The book is separate from this. This is like a whole nonprofit effort.
So that one's AITechForSeniors.org.
That's correct.
Yeah.
AITechForSeniors.org.
Okay, great.
And when they go to this, it's a landing page. When you go there, you put in your email address and contact information because this for me is like a litmus test. I want to see how many seniors really see that there's a solution.
Yeah.
So if I see a really positive response, I know I'm heading in the right direction.
I appreciate you. Thanks for coming. You got to come again, okay, so we can talk more.
Okay.
Yeah. You're always invited. You visit those senior centers, too. I got a few of them. There's Grandparents' Day come up and all that stuff. We'll let you know more.
Oh, that'd be great.